Hey, what's going on, guys? I got another battle for you, and I am pretty upset. I had two other battles before this that I had going on. OBS told me that the audio was fine, and then when I played it back, the audio was just not there. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it's gone, but those are two amazing battles that I was really looking forward to posting because the commentary was actually spot on. And I also had the sorry, I had to turn my heater off. I also had I don't know, this is a very competitive battle back and forth. Um, but I'm even more upset about this battle, guys. This one, oh my goodness, this is so insane. So I'm gonna start this, and I'm gonna just let you guys know. You guys know that phrase, it's better to be lucky than good. Well, this is living proof right here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're gonna start off. This is a Sandstorm team, Gen 9. I was testing some things, and I'm supposed to use Clefable. Clefable was in those other battles, but never got a chance to use it. Um, so I'm gonna go to right straight to Skarmory and try to get some rocks out. And his Bronzong's gonna throw out some screens. Actually, I think it only does one screen. I think it just does yeah, because I blew it away. Oh, and this Gengar. I have never in my life had such a problem with a Gengar. And I faced a lot of Gengars in my time. So it's gonna go ahead and Shadow Ball and it gets there's the first of the luck hacks. It gets a drop, right? So now I'm kind of like I can't really stay in and do anything. I wanted to see how much I could do. I know it's not very effective, but I wanted to see how much one attack could do here if I hit it with Play Rough or something. And it did like 11%. I didn't figure it was going to do much, but I wanted to see just to hit it, just to see what we're dealing with here. Um, so I switch out to Matt Ali, my Clefable, my Clefable, and takes a Shadow Ball, and he gets another drop on the switch, which and a crit, by the way, which is crazy to me. Shadow Ball, another drop. So now I can't stay in because I'm at -2 special defense. I protect just to so I can heal, and he goes for toxic spikes on the protect, which is kind of big brain there. Um, and he starts going for shadow balls again, and I'm just gonna try to wish and heal somebody in the back. My thought process was I was gonna try to heal this thing here, Pheasantipity. Yeah, Pheasantipity. And he does go for toxic spikes again. I absorbed the first layer, but second layer drops, so that means there's one layer. He's gonna go for Shadow Ball again and just keep smashing in. I wanted to see how much I could do without the reflect, and it did about 20%. So that's still nothing. So we're trying to work around this Gengar, and it's nothing doing. So I decided I'm just gonna suck it up and take the poison on Tyranitar, which in hindsight I really shouldn't have, but um, I just wanted to scare away this Gengar, get rid of it, or do something. So he brings in Bronzong to take what assumedly probably was an Earthquake, um, but I go for Crunch instead because his whole team does not. Nobody on his team wants to take a Crunch, really. Um, maybe like Lucario, but he still won't. I guess he was justified. That could be really good for him, but I think he would have. He couldn't swap in because he was afraid of Earthquake. So this thing's gonna start putting up screens. Gets both of them up. So now I'm really in a bind. And he goes out to Gyarados. So now I have to bring back in Skarmory because oh, by the way, he got another drop. I don't know if you noticed that. I got to go out to Skarmory so I can blow this thing away. This Gyarados Dragon Dances, and then guess what? Guess what this Gyarados has? This is a move that I love that Gyarados has, but I never see it. I've used it a few times, but I never see it. And he clicks Thunder Wave, and I get fully paralyzed. So this This is so nuts. I get fully paralyzed twice, so now I have to click Roost, right? And Sandstorm stops, so he's not even taking any damage. He Dragon Dances a second time. I do Roost. I'm still trying to blow him away with a Whirlwind. So I got to get this thing out of there. Just about 50%. And finally, I hit this thing with Whirlwind. So I've got like no luck hacks on my side at all. I'm just, I need something because my team's getting torn apart. This Garchomp's got Fire Fang. So we just have to roost up and get up on out of here and go to somebody else because this ain't working. Uh, go to my Palisand here to take up an Earthquake, and he goes back to Gyarados on the switch or on the attack here, and Santium doesn't do anything. This is another binding set I'm trying, but it didn't work because he swapped to Gyarados. So, and every time he brings in Gyarados, I got to bring back in Skymory so I can blow it away because I cannot let this thing set up with Dragon Dance. Um, he goes out to Cruel Edge. Or Ceruledge, I don't know how you pronounce that thing, but this thing has a move that I had no idea existed. I think it's called like, let me see, I actually have it right here. Oh, there, he just used it. Bitter Blade. I had no idea what that was or what it did or anything. I didn't know the type. So I thought it was Ghost, since it wasn't very effective there. So I just went for Crunch to just get rid of it or something. And fortunately, at least the Bronzong went down. So there's no more screens for him. So if we end up having to fight that Gyarados again, we can do it without him being like super defensive. So we bring in Breloom, and I did not know. Apparently, Spore is banned. I tried to use Spore. It said Spore is. I can't use Spore because of Sleep Clause. Does Spore get banned in Gen 9? Is it that good? Um, I mean, obviously. You can see what you'll see just by me using Spore here. Oh, wait, never mind. I was looking at something else. I saw this minus to its attack, and I was like, wait, what? But it was intimidate. But you'll see with Stun Spore here, it actually works out decently well. I mean, it's better with Spore, but Stun Spore is a decent backup, I guess, to Spore in this case. So we're trying to subseed it to death because that's all I can do. I don't know if I have anyone else on the team that can even damage this thing decently. Maybe Clefable can hit it like kinda okay, but if it Dragon Dances like twice or once even, then it's not gonna be great for me. So we're just gonna sit here and subseed it to absolute death. Um, and we do get finally a Parahax after like the 50 that he's gotten and like all the drops and stuff. I'm gonna speed this part up because basically the same thing happens to um, this dude here. He gets paralyzed, or I paralyze it with Stun Spore, and then I think that's the only fully paralyzed he gets, and then he just Fire Fangs me until he goes away. Let's speed this up a little bit again. But yeah, he got like no para hacks besides the one that like didn't matter really. Um, I guess it kind of mattered because then I get my sub and everything. But man, was this just an atrocity of like because I needed that substitute up. So if I could at one point have a substitute up and then get a focus punch off and kill this Garchomp without like while being behind a substitute, I would have been a all right because the next thing he would have sent in, Gengar would at least had Leech Seed on it, or I probably would have missed knowing seeing how this game has been. But just so many little haxes that he got that I couldn't compete with. So it comes to Rule Edge again. I gotta go out. I go into Clefable here, takes a bitter blade and like dies to it basically. Um, Yeah, two hits and I'm dead. 'Cause and this is the point where I looked it up. I had to look it up because I was like, what is that move? I spent like a time like looking at it. You can see my time was going way down. I had to look that up because I had no idea what it was. Um, in comes a Gengar again, and so I have one last gasp. I need to get this thing like I need to slow this thing down and get Braylon in. I try to hit it with Play Rough just to see what's going on once again, and it does nothing, nothing at all. So I U-turn out, because it's faster. So U-turn out into Braylon, and I need to paralyze this thing now. So I go for it because I know I can take one Shadow Ball. There it is, and we miss. We miss so much hacks, guys. I'm telling you. I have never, and this is coming from a dude who had a battle. He's on my channel somewhere, who had a battle with somebody. I don't remember. We had six flinches in a row. He got six flinches in a row off like rock slide straight onto my. I had a Still Valley. I don't remember even what was you. Oh, it was like I think it was whatever that sword Pokemon's name is. Six flinches straight, which is nuts. So this thing's gonna go down to Shadow Ball after he gets two drops, I believe. Was that two drops? Not that he needed either of them, but he got them. So many. I should have been counting how like the hacks. I paralyzed, can't move. Like I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Paralyzed, can't move. It's a horror show. He throws out toxic spikes. I try to roost, and guess what? Fully paralyzed again. Not that the toxic spikes, because I think Palo Sand is already Oh no, he's not. And at this point, I think it's only used two moves. It also has Protect for some unknown reason. Shadow Ball's the like Goomba there. A lot of people think that's pronounced Goamba because of how it's spelled, but it's just a little face in the middle. You know that little face that used back in the. Never mind. Anyway, we bring in Sadira. Uh, Protect just to see what's going on, and it's just delaying the inevitable here. And he protects for who knows why. Is that the first protect he did? Oh no, he did one other in this little sequence here, but man, I have never had so much hacks against me. This was crazy. All right, Jam the pizza guy. You better be sending me a free Domino's for that because that was rough. But without further ado, I will peace on out. Thank you all for stopping by. Give some tender love and share a shout out. But as for now, rock on and rock out.